Hello, welcome to the One I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, wearing clothes. So I got banned from Facebook. So I've been banned from Twitter and Facebook, but Twitter I don't really care because Twitter is mostly bots anyway, and I only followed or paid attention to like four or five people, and those four or five people have YouTubes and they post and talk about the same things they talk about on Twitter. So it's not like the end of the world. And then all the porn stars I followed on Twitter. Well, it's not like they were posting mind blowing content. So my life hasn't changed. And besides, they're a more visual medium anyway. Um, Yeah, but so on Twitter, like every time I got, you know, like reported or whatever now, or not reported, but zucked because it was like automatic reporting, like no one like reported me. But after getting 30-day ban, after 30-day ban, so I guess the fourth time you get a 30-day ban, well, at least with me, they were like, yeah, we're taking your account away. Now I'm trying to think of what I said because when I came back, I wasn't trying to get banned. I was just talking normally. See, the other times I tried to get banned, but this time I was just talking normally. So I'm trying to think of the things I said. So the things I said that might be controversial to Facebook are BLM equals burn, loot, murder. I maybe it was that got me the last suspension. Um, I was in a Facebook group and they were complaining about Roe versus Wade, and I said something like, "Look at you. No one, no one is gonna have kids with you anyway. You have nothing to worry about." So I said something to that effect. Like if you're a woman and you're a size Lizzo, no dude's gonna try to have a kid with you. Trust me. You're the last one that has to worry about abortion. Last one. If you're a woman and like you're a solid four. And I mean, when I say solid four, you're trying. If that's your rank, you're not getting pregnant. You have nothing to worry about when it comes to abortion. No one is going to have a kid with you. So maybe that was considered hate speech. Not sure. Not sure. Um, okay, I did have a couple of racial slurs, but it was against a group of people that like to kill each other in Chicago. So are they really human? Seriously, if they were human, they wouldn't be kept in a zoo called Chicago where they can just kill each other. Just saying. Look at all the different spots in America. Try to put Chicago in like I don't know, Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, let's just say overnight, Nashville, Tennessee turn into Chicago. Okay, how quick do you think that would get shut down? The government will put a stop to that quick. Okay, it just wouldn't be allowed to get that bad. Name any other city. I'm not good with states, so let's just pick a random city in Florida. Okay, I know Tallahassee, Florida. Let's say overnight Tallahassee, Florida just magically turns into Chicago. Okay, I give it 2 days tops. They'd be like National Guard there. There'd be like thousands of police. It would be shut down so fast. But the reason why it gets to go like that in Chicago is because they want it to be like that. The government, I mean, when I say they, the government. It's called population control. So I was saying stuff like that. Maybe that's why my account got suspended, or I'm sorry, what's it called? Deleted, I guess. Um, Someone else was on there talking about how they got the jab and they got sick from it. And I said some comments like, well, there's plenty of documentation now where, people have, you know, died. People have gotten heart attacks. People have gotten strokes. People have had miscarriages. Like, why would you get it? Like, are you stupid? You know, maybe that's why I got banned. I don't know. I mean, I couldn't pinpoint the exact thing because when they sent me the email saying my account was suspended and will be permanently, what did it say? Oh, whatever. Like it's right now it's suspended and it'll be deleted. They didn't say what I actually said, but they just showed me the policies and it was like whatever, a bunch of crap I didn't read. But anyway, um, I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. It's just it's just funny that I wasn't trying to get banned. I was just talking normal, and my normal self, mine self, was enough to get banned. And then the times I was trying to get banned, it took like a week. Me just talking normal, it took 3 days. Oh boy. And then Twitter, I can't get my Twitter back. Not that I care. But with Twitter, like if you post something that they disagree with, you're not allowed to come back until you delete the post. Okay, first of all, I'm not deleting anything consider Twitter was mostly bots anyway. And then second, I can't even log in because for me to log in, they want to like um, verify my phone number. Like they want me to give them my cell phone number, obviously, so they can sell it to some telemarketing place or whatever. And so and anyway, I don't even have a phone. Well, I mean, I have one phone. Like it's like a flip phone. But that's just so my mommy can call me. It's not so Twitter can call me. So like I can't even like provide them with a phone number. So I mean I can't even log it anyway. So oh man, all this free time now because no no social medias. How am I gonna live? I'll see. You guys know that Brittany Griner, the WNBA basketball player, which means nothing. Anyway, you guys know she's been in a Russian jail for a couple of months, right? Because she was at the airport and she had like I don't know the details. Like she had like marijuana on her, or I mean like a vape cartridge, but it was like cannabis vape cartridge. Anyway, in other countries like drugs are super illegal, so like she can face up to 10 years in jail for having possession of the cannabis. Okay. Anyway, so when you break the law in a different country, you know it's you're following their rules. It's like American rules don't apply in Russia. And so you have all these people demanding that she be set free. Um, the people should really be demanding, well, maybe don't be so stupid and don't try to bring, illegal drugs into a foreign country. I mean, I don't know. I think that's the more proper response. And now there's some people going, well, if this was Tom Brady, he would have been out of jail already. Because for some reason they think the president, our House plant president, is somehow going to get Brittany Griner free. But they're saying if Tom Brady was in a situation, the president would have got him free. Okay, well, there's so many things wrong with that statement. First of all, Tom Brady wouldn't be in that situation. Tom Brady wouldn't smuggle drugs into Russia. Think about that. Tom Brady wouldn't smuggle drugs into Russia. So I don't think Tom Brady would be in this situation. Okay, now let's just say Tom Brady did smuggle drugs into Russia and like he got arrested. I still don't see how our current president could get Tom Brady out of jail. Like our president is shaking hands with people who aren't there. He has he has a list that is given to him by his handlers telling him to sit down and 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 like to leave when the speech is over. Like I mean, like I'm talking basic commands, like walk in, sit down, blah blah blah, talk, get up. I don't know. It was like literally commands you give a dog, and that's on his little cheat sheet. Okay, so like this guy doesn't even know that Tuesday comes after Monday, and you think he's gonna call up Russia, go hey, you know that 6'9" tattooed lesbian you have in your jail? We want her back. I don't think Biden's even capable of doing that. So you're just gonna have to wait for the trial to be over, and most likely she'll be found guilty because you know being famous in America does not equate to other countries. Russia doesn't care that she's a WNBA player because like people here don't care that she's a WNBA player. And besides, she hates America anyway. But anyway, I digress. Now, if Trump was president, I think Trump would have actually got her out of jail within a couple of days. But it's Trump though. It's because Trump's a real leader. Like he would have probably called up Russia. It was been like, listen, I don't like her, but the people want her back. And when I say people, I mean 6 people on Twitter. So we either let Brittany Griner go, or we're gonna bomb Moscow. That simple. That's probably kind of the gist of what Trump would have said, and they would have let her go. But like Biden can't find Russia on a map, and you think he's gonna like do some political dance? You think he's gonna put on his little dinner dress and do some foreign affairs? No, Biden ain't doing shit. Biden is too busy shutting down oil fields and then blaming Russia for the price hike. Or last week he was actually blaming the he was he was blaming gas stations actually. This is the gas station's fault. Just charge less money. Okay, that makes sense. That does make sense. Because like if oil costs 100 blah 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 dollars a barrel, and you just start charging less money, who cares if everything goes out of business? I mean, obviously Biden doesn't care. That's what all the lockdowns are for. That's what all the mandates are for. Shut things down. But hey, great leadership. Great leadership. I almost forgot the craziest thing, or I found out the craziest thing. My neighbor has an older brother, so he's like 55 years old. He was a healthy guy, and he got the jab, and now he roughly has like 6 months to live. His whole body has broken down. Like he went from being like like super in shape, well built guy to like now his muscles are like fading away. Like like his body's eating itself basically. That's the description I was given. But yeah, he's frail and weak, and The only medical procedure he had was he got the jab, and it was like a week later he started getting really sick, and now he's like dying basically. I just I know that's random, but it just popped into my head. But hey, I said this over 2 years ago. Uh, you just gotta live healthy, and that's your best defense against most illnesses. And yeah, anyway, but no one listens to me because I only have 10 subscribers, and I'm not famous. You know, I'm not Bill Gates. If I was Bill Gates, first of all, Bill Gates is who I want to take information from, but about any topic. I don't care any topic. Bill Gates is the person I want to know. What's his opinion? You know why? Because he's rich. No, I'm just kidding. I love how like anytime Bill Gates says anything, it doesn't matter if he knows nothing about the topic. It makes news. It just makes no sense. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. Well, anyway, I can't wait for tomorrow because tomorrow's the fourth. Yeah, I'm not doing anything, so I guess I can wait. I'm not going to any barbecues. I'm not going to any parties. Um, I wasn't invited to anything. I don't know of any. I also don't know of any places that are gonna have any hot Asian chicks. So you know, if there are no hot Asian chicks, like what's the point? You know, I got $100 on me, but I don't want to spend that on an escort. You know, that's that's a waste of money. You know, so what? Like I'm gonna pay chick $100 to pee on me? Okay, so yeah, that's 7 minutes of a good time, but that's not worth $100. See, I've grown. I know the value of money now. Now, 10 years ago, fuck it, would have done it, but no, I've grown. Yeah, but tomorrow's gonna be well. Actually, I think tomorrow's gonna be quiet. I think I've said this already because I haven't heard any fireworks. Just like one in the morning. So I think people are just too poor to celebrate the Fourth of July. You know, like I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow like nothing happened over here. I mean, I know like some of the schools will have like fireworks shows. There's like schools in this area that'll have a fireworks show, and like you can see that. Like you could like stand on your front lawn and the sky will be well, granted it'd be far away, but you can see fireworks. But I don't know. Florida, there's another city in Florida that was saying they were they put out a tweet. I didn't know cities had Twitter accounts, and it didn't catch my attention enough to memorize the city. But there was a city in Florida where they put out a tweet going basically, we know a lot of Americans probably don't want to celebrate the Fourth of July, and we understand why because and then insert all the isnful words like racism, sexism, blah 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 blah. You know, if you don't like America, just leave. The way some people talk about America, you would think half the population's Nazis. It just like we can't even celebrate the Fourth of July because we got cities. Apparently, cities have Twitter accounts. Cities putting out tweets. Let me see if I can find that tweet. I have a computer right here. Let me look it up. Oh my god. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it.
let's see, it was the city of Orlando. Okay, they have a Twitter, and let me see if I can find the tweet. Let's see. Okay, let me read the tweet that the city of Orlando posted. A lot of people probably don't want to celebrate our nation right now, and we can't blame them. When there was so much division, hate, and unrest, why on earth would you want to have a party celebrating any of it? That's the first part. Um, I I don't know one person. See, like this is for like the Gen Z. Where 20% of them are non-binary um, snowflakes. This is to all the women who have dyed armpit hair, to all the women with the short blue hair, to all the soy boys. Like they don't like America. Like all the people that look like Lizzo, like those people don't like America. But they should leave. I'll read the rest of the tweet. But in all seriousness, you know in your heart, 4th of July fireworks are amazing, especially when you are standing in 90-degree heat, 100% humidity next to 100,000 of your closest friends. In that moment, something takes over and all will become united in inexplicable bond. Yes, America is in strife right now, but you know what? We already bought the fireworks. The city of Orlando needs to shut the fuck up. Seriously. I mean, like, they got backlash over it and all that crap. But, they, I don't know. Like, you know, like someone who hates America is probably the person who is in charge of Chicago. That person hates America. And I know I rag on Chicago a lot, but people die a lot there. There, there's more shootings in Chicago every day than probably like the rest of the shootings across the planet. Probably, probably. If you take like, well, I don't know. Supposedly the Middle East is violent. If you take the Middle East right now, there are more shootings in Chicago than all the Middle East. I bet you, just like on a daily basis. And there's a war going on. You know what? The war in Russia, the Ukraine-Russian war. There are more shootings in Chicago yesterday than there were shootings in Ukraine yesterday. I'm not kidding. More people have died of gun violence in Chicago than have died in gun violence um, in Ukraine. The only thing the only thing that Chicago is losing when it comes to casualties, Russia has lost more tanks than Chicago has. But other than that, the gun violence, the death toll, Chicago's number one. I know it's sad. It's very sad. Very 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 tragic. Can you tell them hi? I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering. I don't always say, or maybe I do say. I don't know. Man, it's hard to talk right now. Jesus Christ. Imagine, God, like, how do I feel right now? You ever drive stick and then like you kind of mess up on the clutch and like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. So it's like talking. I feel like I'm
I'm double clutching. That makes no sense. I think I've seen Fast and Furious one too many times. Anyway, I don't know what else to say. I guess I'll go kill more brain cells. That was that was so productive. Oh, anyway, before I go, um, if any of you have a topic that you want me to cover, other than stuff that I find entertaining, let me know, and I can do it that day. You know, because well, you know, if you listen to like the first couple of seasons, I do respond to a lot of questions I receive over the internet, and I think I should get back to doing that, answering some questions from the internet because. Like the first three seasons of the When I Have Spare Time podcast was very entertaining because you know I was answering a bunch of questions, but you know we slowly, you know the show has changed throughout the 10 seasons. You know it used to be you know like half the shows were about K-pop actually. It seems like there was a lot of K-pop before. Anyway, I've said enough. I'll talk to you guys later. You have a good one. Peace.